Hello dear friends. In this video, we continue trading using the 1-minute strategy with the RSI indicator. In this video, I will tell you how to set up the RSI indicator so that it gives the most accurate signals for 1-minute trading. So make sure to watch the video until the end, it's going to be very interesting. I will explain in as much detail as possible how to trade using this strategy. By the way, trades using this strategy are successful in 83 to 90% of cases. So make sure to watch the video until the end. And don't forget about my Telegram channel. In my Telegram channel, I share daily reports on trading sessions with the team in the VIP channel. Here's a report from the latest trading session. Here, we secured 9 profitable trades. By the way, we trade twice a day on weekdays and once a day on weekends. I also share my life in my Telegram channel and regularly hold giveaways. And here's a report on the latest giveaway. Here, the winner received $1,000. I've also created free educational material for beginners in trading. It's completely free. In other words, I'm not selling anything. If you want to get access to the educational material or join the VIP channel, you can simply go to my Telegram channel and send me a direct message. Here's my contact. And now let's move on to the actual trading itself. To trade using this strategy, we need to set the duration of each trade to 1 minute, and today the amount for each trade is $100. Today I will be breaking money management rules, so you absolutely should not do this. Since this is not all of my available funds, I can afford to allocate 25% of my deposit on this single trade. I do not recommend you do the same. So yeah. What else do we need? We need to switch to the 1 minute time frame. And we also need to set up our indicator. On this page, we don't need to change anything. Go to this page and here you'll initially see 70 set by default. Instead of 70, you need to enter 80. And here, instead of 30, you need to enter 20. Then click the Save button. Now let's move on to trading. We need to find a moment when the price touches one of the zones, either the overbought zone or the oversold zone. The indicator's overbought zone is 80. When the price touches this zone, it often reverses and moves down. Let's take a look at the market history. Here we see the price touched and went down. And it's the same with the oversold zone. Here the price also touched this zone and went up. In other words, the price very rarely breaks through the oversold and overbought zones, so the essence of the strategy is very simple. When the price touches the overbought or oversold zone, we open a trade to go up if the price touches the oversold zone. If the price touches the overbought zone, then we open a trade to go down. Now let's find a moment to open our first trades. Let me scroll through and take a look. I found a good moment to open our first trade. We can see that the price touched the oversold zone and has already started to reverse downward. So we open a trade to go down for 1 minute with $100. Now let's see how our trade is doing. It looks like the price has formed a good downward impulse. I hope that this trade of ours will end up in profit. Also, dear friends, I want to tell you about the challenge that my team and I are running. My team and I are currently doing a challenge where we try to go from a small starting amount of just $30 all the way up to $35,000. We actually started this challenge exactly 2 weeks ago from today, and at the moment our total result is standing at around $3,600. So that's roughly the result we've achieved. We reached this point without increasing any risks. In other words, we haven't broken any risk management or money management rules. We trade strictly according to the system and that's it. So that is exactly why we have this kind of result. If you also want to join the challenge, by the way, our trade didn't actually go through. Let's go ahead and open 2 more trades for a decrease right now, simply because the price just kept going up. So we will open 2 trades for a decrease of $100 each to cover our loss and to make a bit of profit. There you go. Yeah. If you're looking to join our team and take part in this exciting challenge, going with us all the way from just $30 to $35,000, then you can follow the link provided in the comments under this video. Send me a private message saying you want to join the team, and I will add you to my exclusive VIP channel absolutely free of charge. I will also give you full access to our training materials and you will be able to participate in our challenge starting today. That's it. Let's take a look at how our trade is doing. Most likely our trade will end up in profit. We have a strong downward impulse. By the way, there's very little time left until the trade closes. We're seeing a green candle forming upwards, but our trade is still going to end in profit. We earned $322. Excellent result. So now I think we can definitely continue opening more trades right here, because most likely this reversal will just keep going further. Let's go ahead and open another trade for a decrease as soon as this current candle finally closes. Alright, let's wait for this candle to close for now. So we can clearly see that a significant downward reversal trend has already started. That is exactly why I think we can now open a trade for a price decrease. We can see that in just about the same area as the overbought zone, there is a strong resistance level that the price is currently reacting and responding to. Although no, it's a bit further away. But honestly, I really don't think the price will go any higher than this more. Let's wait for this current candle to close and then we can open another trade for a potential decrease. Okay. Also, my dear friends, I want to tell you that I often come across various videos on YouTube where people talk about some automated bots on Telegram that supposedly predict exactly where the price will go, whether it is going up or down. Guys, let me say right away that you should absolutely never fall for these trading bots, because these bots only predict price movement with exactly a 50-50 chance. Honestly, they just don't work at all. When I first started trading and was just learning about how it all works, I actually thought these bots really worked. I used about 5 of these kinds of bots myself and not a single one of them worked. So you really should not ever squander your time or your money on these bots. And if you are still thinking about trying out these bots, you definitely should not do so at all costs. That is a good point. Also, for any of you who have tried out these trading bots, please take a moment to share your thoughts in the comment section below about your results. Were you really able to make any real money using these bots? I think of course the answer is no, but please write in the comments. That's it. So we just closed another trade in profit. Excellent. Now let's move over to a completely different currency pair and open a few more trades. Let's look around for a good moment to enter a trade. I found a good moment to open a trade. And right now is a good time to open a trade for an increase. We can see that the price has broken through our support level and most likely a reversal to the upside is about to begin. Now let me mark our last major support level, which the price has already broken through with this kind of strong bearish impulse. And on this impulse we opened a trade for an increase. So my dear friends, I really hope that now the price will reverse upward from this level. Plus, right now the price is touching the oversold zone on the indicator, from which the price usually reacts quite strongly. Let's take a look at the historical data. Right here the price touched the oversold zone and went up significantly. And here again the price touched the oversold zone and the same thing happened as it went up once more. Let's take another look. Here. So the price touches and goes up, the price touches and goes up. So the strategy is as simple as possible and absolutely anyone can repeat it. If you are new to trading, you can join my team. I will give you free access to my educational materials and access to the VIP channel. Everything we offer here is entirely free, and you will be able to both gain knowledge and execute trades with us in our exclusive VIP Signal channel at the same time. Alright, I think we can open one more trade for this session. Let's switch to another currency pair and find another good moment to enter a trade. We can see an exceptionally good opportunity forming here. The price is currently very close to the overbought zone, and since this was our last major resistance level, this really looks like a fantastic moment to open an upward trade. Alright, let's wait for this current candle to close and see exactly where it goes, and then based on that movement we'll open a 1-minute $100 investment trade downward. This will probably be our final trade for today. Let us wait patiently for this candle to close. We can see a significant wick starting to form right here, and the price is clearly struggling to push any higher, so we will open a 1-minute trade in the downward direction. Everything looks good now. Ahem. Also, what else I'd like to say to you, my dear friends, is that if you are quite new to the world of trading, and if you're not able to make huge amounts of money right away, you absolutely shouldn't get upset or discouraged about it, Martikdors. This is the nature of trading. So it's perfectly normal here if you have a losing trade, or even a losing trading session occasionally. you absolutely shouldn't get upset because this is all part of the job and a necessary part of the overall learning process. If you want to make a steady profit from trading, and if you want to, live off of your trading income, then you must understand that any losing trade should be something you accept as a normal part of the process, because this is the reality of trading. So if you have a single losing trade, there's nothing terrible about it. So we see that most likely this trade will close at a loss. Let's go ahead and open 2 trades for a decrease right from this level. Right now we can see that the price is getting very close to our established resistance level, which is the exact point it bounced off of last time. Because of this clear signal, we're opening 2 trades for a decrease, setting them for 1 minute down. There we go, the trades are active. Let me even take a moment to clearly mark our resistance level. It's approximately right here, and that's exactly the level from which we opened the trade. Let's see what happens here. Alright, we can clearly see that the candle is gradually moving down right now. This is actually a very risky movement indeed. Alright, of course, I admit I was a bit hasty opening a trade here because the price doesn't quite touch the overbought level just yet, but I still believe that everything will be fine in the end. Let's just wait and see how this plays out. Let's see. There is just a tiny amount of time remaining until our trade finally closes out. Alright then, everything looks good. And excellent. Our trade closes in profit and the balance is $623.76. With that, dear friends, we will wrap up this video. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, write comments, and goodbye to everyone. The link to my Telegram channel will be in the comments under this video. Goodbye everyone.